Well, I was asked to induct Linda Ronstadt into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and what a daunting and yet, rewarding task that was. I read her book, which is a wonderful book, Simple Dreams. What a beautiful memoir. And as I read it, I felt like I was sort of reliving my life for a while there. And of course, I've followed Linda since her days, of having hit records on radio through everything that she's done. I'm a tremendous admirer of her. I think she's a great artist. I think someone once said to me, the definition of greatness is the ability to turn a scary situation into something that's self-satisfying. Like my speech. No, but Linda took a lot of chances, and I thought that was, I really admired that about her. She grew tired of just sort of cranking out hits, and she needed to do something else, and then so she went to do Pirates. And I think when she went to do Pirates and then later La Boheme, she discovered she had another voice. And I really believe that in her head, a little voice said, you can sing anything. And so she set out to do that. In this business, you're as smart as your batting average. If you're not selling any records, nobody wants you even in the building. But if you're selling a lot of records and you're making a lot of records for the company, all of a sudden, you have a little clout. And Linda took that clout, she took her power, and she took it to the places where she really wanted to go. And every turn, and I didn't get to say this because I didn't have enough time, but when she went to do Pirates, everybody thought, well, she's just taking a break, and when she gets done with that, she'll come back and make another record. And then when she came back and said she wanted to make a standards record, her record company was not at all excited about it. She did it anyway. It was a huge success. She was right, the record company was wrong. Same thing happened with the Trio album, if you can believe that. They actually were worried that, people in different careers and what was this going to be? And then, of course, it was huge. And in particular, the Spanish language album, where her record company really thought that she'd finally lost her mind. She wants to sing archaic ranch songs, Mexican ranch songs in Spanish. And yet she did it, and like I said, it's the biggest selling Spanish, non-English language album in the history of the American recording business. So these are all things that she did, and I think it inspired all of us to stretch a little, and to not be satisfied with just trying to have hits, because she never really tried to have hits. She just collected friends and songwriters, and when she'd meet these songwriters and stuff, she'd share them with everybody. She'd go, "Oh, have you heard Little Feat? Have you heard these Lowell George songs? Have you met Eric Cass? Have you heard this song Blowing Away?" She sang Jimmy Webb, Randy Newman, J.D. Souther. What if it was a great song and she loved it? She recorded it, and more often than not, she became friends with the people she worked with.